Yo, fam, what's good? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Burner Girl, thank you for the new membership. Much appreciated. Shane, as always, the Ewings are in the building on point 2A. T, what's good? What's good, fam? I'm going to allow some people to roll in. Coy, what's good, frat? Go Ma, go Ma. Like we always do about this time. Hopefully, everybody had a restful weekend, an enjoyable weekend. Hey, Gina, what's good with you? Lamerick, what's up? What's good, fam? What's good, fam? I ask everybody to hit the like button on the way in for your boy STD in the building. Jason Ewing, we got both halves of the Union clan in the building. What's good? What's good? Come on in, join the congregation, smash that like button for your boy. Turn down my phone. Yeah, like I was saying, hopefully everybody had a restful weekend. Hopefully nobody was traumatized by the events of the weekend. No, RGG kind of talked about that on his live. Maybe we'll get into it a little bit tonight if we have some time after going over our own topic. But you know how we do, fam. We just freestyling. Ronald Woodman, what's good with you? Good evening. Good evening. Patrick Irie, my main man. What's good? Gun snobs are in the building. Anytime I got Coy and Patrick on in at the same time, gun snobs are fully represented. We get Tactical Tina in here. We got the trilogy. What's good? What is good? So yo fam, I have just house cleaning wise, I got on point 2AT. What's good, bro? I got a video dropping tomorrow on at 10 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern on the new Icarus Precision grips made for the Vipers. And fam, when I tell you they make a difference in the shooting experience, whoo-wee, man, I have to reevaluate my score on my Sand Vipers now to add these grips. Thanks to AT. I appreciate that, bro. Look, y'all. If you guys, so a couple things. If you guys haven't seen the short that I did on Instagram and on YouTube of all the pickups I did in the first half, check that out. There's going to be a full blown video on all those pickups coming in the next, I'd say, week or so. So make sure you check out that. And I promise you, fam, I promise you, second half, fam, I think it's gonna beat out my first half. I really think so. I really think my second half is gonna beat out my first half. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Mr. Bullshit, what's good? What is good? Patrick. Patrick. See, so here's the thing, fam. A lot of the guns that I buy are guns that were ordered like a year ago almost, anywhere between 6 to 18 months ago. and it is almost impossible to predict when they're gonna come in. Like some guns, like my Hayes, I thought was gonna be here a long time ago, and it's extended out. And my meanwhile, my Venom wasn't supposed to be here for the second half of the year, and it came already. So you just kind of never know. But based on how things are kind of lining up, Patrick, I think my second half of the year is gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, variety two. Yeah, yeah. I got three. If you guys haven't seen the short that I just released today on the three that I just picked up, they're in 10-day jail now, but they'll be out next Tuesday. And when they come out, I'm doing like immediate unboxing videos on them. Those are gonna be some crazy bills when I'm done. Trust me. Howard J in the building. Always good to have my man Howard J and the J's in the house. Welcome, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Look, fam, before we get into the topic and all that, we're gonna have some giveaways today. I always get confused. We're gonna have some giveaways today. I got keychains and I got patches. We do about 2, 3, 4 of those, however we feeling, right? However we feel it, we'll roll it out like that. And to my members, shout out to all my members. Look, I love you guys so much. I appreciate the support that you guys give me and continue to give me. It feels good to see all those greens in here. So I'm always looking out for y'all. So we're going to be giving away a Sealy Shark X Pro. And to those of you who won in prior weeks, just know I have mailed out everything. I mailed out everything. The last ones went out on Saturday, so you should be receiving. If I owe you something, if I owe you a patch, a keychain, if I owed you something bigger, everything got mailed out last Saturday. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna do a better job at getting stuff mailed out early. I think what I'm gonna do is, the second the live is over, I'm gonna try to set up these winners out as long as I have people's address. Sometimes it takes me longer though, because people take a minute to give me their address and stuff. But everything is going out, so be aware of that. Like I said, we're giving away this Shark X Pro. So let me just say this, fam. Everybody is not going to pay $400, $500 for an RMR. Everybody's not going to pay $600, $700 for an SRO. Everybody's not going to pay $800 for an RMR HD. So if you guys are looking for an optic that works, that holds zero, that is durable, Sealy is a good brand to consider. And they support the channel by providing me with stuff to give away to you guys and stuff for me to test and do videos on. So it would be dope if you need one that you consider them. That's all I ask. And if you buy them, there's a code. I think it's 2A in LA, but I'll put it down in the description and you can get a discount on Sealy stuff. All right. All right. All right. All right. Look, fam. So before we get into the evening topic, why don't we just tackle the elephant in the room real quick? A lot of you guys were in RGG's live the other day. Maybe some of you were not. OG $2, what's good? I don't know. My thoughts and prayers go out to everybody, to the gentleman that lost his life. Thoughts and prayers to him and his family. I think that's a tragedy. I think it's a tragedy that people were injured. I don't know what this guy's motivations were for taking a shot at Trump. I don't know if he was just a nutcase, whether it was politically motivated or what the case may be. But I agree with the sentiments of most that this kind of thing is just, man, it's not what we should be about here. I think you should be people with ideas and not bullets. That's just my personal opinion about it. So it's sad. But I gotta say too that it was not surprising to me. I think we have been on a pathway for this kind of thing for quite some time, and I blame a lot of the mainstream media because ever since our country has shifted to this 24-hour news cycle, and you have all these challenges, and everybody is just ratcheting it up, like taking the temperature up on both sides of the aisle, right and left. I think that stuff like what happened to the Capitol building happens, stuff that happened, like what happened over this past weekend happens. And, man, we got to do better. Look, I don't care if you're right, you're left, or you're center. I think that the things that, and I do believe this, I think the things that we have in common are much more than our differences, and that we can have civil discussions about our and civil discourse about our differences, but everything does not have to be on a 10 every day, all day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's just my personal thoughts. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. 100%, Jason, 100%. Because the media has to fill that 24-hour time slot. And so what used to happen, like back in the day when I was a little kid, and you'd have the evening news with Walter Cronkite or Dan Rather or whatever, you'd have an hour, and they would have to figure out what stories around the world were the most important to fill this little hour. But since we've gone to this 24-hour news cycle, now you have to fill out 24 hours a day worth of news. And there's just not that much to report on. And so all of a sudden, things that are small are made and trumped up, no pun intended, to seem like they are more than they really are. And to me, this is one of the problems. Not to mention all the money that's rolling in to these mainstream media outlets. And I don't want to make it seem like it's all mainstream because there's plenty of YouTube private media that does the same thing. And I just think it's too much. And they're doing it for clicks and views. And so I just think it's too much of it out there. RGG, my main guy in the building. What's good with you, fam? What is good? Make sure everybody hits the like button on the way in. It is much appreciated. Believe it or not, it does help the channel, especially with all these new rules and stuff that YouTube is trying to enforce with gun tubers. It's a hot mess. It is a hot mess. Okay, so Big Easy said he saw a report that says one of the gunman's good friends, although he was a Republican, he didn't agree with Trump. I think there's a lot of that. I just think like there's a lot of Democrats who don't like Biden, you know, for a myriad of reasons. But again, you not liking somebody or you disagreeing with somebody politically is no excuse to go out and try to end people's lives. That's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I hear a lot of people say that, Trump's rhetoric is what caused this. I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what was in that kid's head. But I'd say there's enough rhetoric on both sides of the aisle that's unacceptable to go around. Um, and man, we just need to knock it off. Just need to knock it off. I don't know, y'all. I'm not. I get Trump is very bombastic and divisive or whatever. I get that 100%. I don't. Well, let me pose the question to the chat. Jada Budget Gun Buyer, what's good, fam? Let me pose this question to the chat. Y'all let me know what you guys think. When you guys are considering a person for political office, what influences you more? The person's the person or the person's policies? In other words, a lot of people feel like Trump is kind of narcissistic and bombastic and all of that, but they like his policies. Like, which do you vote the man or do you vote the policies? Let me know in the chat what y'all think. I heard that, Jason. For sure, for sure. Look, fam, let me just say this. I feel like everybody, not everybody, a lot of people are in the bubble. You're in the left bubble or the right bubble. And if you are in the left bubble, things that you should be aware of don't find their way in your bubble. And if you're in the right bubble, things on the left that should find your way in don't find your way in. And if all you do is watch Fox News, if you're conservative, and all you do is watch MSNBC, if you're liberal, you're making a mistake. You're not getting the whole story. That's why on any given story, I like to watch both. I like to hear what everybody is saying, and then I formulate my own opinion based on all the facts, right? If all I'm doing is hearing people echo the way that I think personally, I'm not learning anything that way. And in all likelihood, I've got a huge blind spot. And a lot of times we talk about, because this is a two-way channel, Joe Va, my God, what's good? Tech Money in the building, what's happening? A lot of times I feel like if we're not paying attention and getting all the details, we're missing out on salient information that could influence us. I feel like I have so many people, friends of mine, that are on the left that are anti-gun, but it's because they're in the bubble. And when they are presented with just a few basic facts, their whole mind shifts, but it's because they are constantly bombarded by local politicians and mainstream media that guns are bad, and they see these mass shootings that are overreported and gun violence that is overreported, and they think, oh well, gun control, that makes sense, we don't want that. And then when you see how easy it is to puncture that kind of rhetoric, they convert over. But it's because they never leave that bubble that those messages don't get through, in my opinion. And so I think it's important, you guys, that we fully educate ourselves as much as we possibly can on all issues. I think it's important to talk to people and listen to people that don't think like you. And that's one of the reasons why I guess I'm not offended by Trump and his bombastic nature or whatever, because I want to hear what people say. I want to hear what the right wing, the far right wing, racist, alt right dude thinks, because it helps me understand. It gives me clarity. It helps solidify my point of view. And so I think it's just important, man. We take it all in. We take it all in, and that we do it. I don't want to say in an emotionless sense, but we don't get triggered. We don't allow ourselves to be so easily triggered. I feel like when it comes to certain things, we get so triggered so fast that nothing seeps in. We don't even let the person finish what it is that they're trying to say, take it in and digest it, because we're already thinking about how I'm going to come back and fight. Nah, just listen. Just listen. You learn way more listening than you do talking. And that's a fact, in my opinion. In the hood, our people think gun control is meant to curb gun violence in our neighborhoods. They never see the big picture, so they continue to vote one way. 100% RGG. 100%. I talked about this in RGG's live, but I had a conversation the other day with somebody who was anti-gun. And I said, imagine for a minute that I was president of the United States, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, head of the House and the Senate, and I unilaterally made a decision to outlaw gun ownership in this country. Now, this is about a draconian a gun law as anybody could make, right? Doesn't get any worse than this. And then imagine, too, I said, and if you own guns, there's no grandfather clause. You got to turn them in. You got to turn in your guns, you got to turn in your magazines, and you got to turn in your ammo. And you got 30 days to do it. And anybody caught not turning in their guns within those 30 days is going to jail, and they're going to get prosecuted at the highest possible level, right? What are most law-abiding citizens going to do? They're going to feel like, I can't go to jail, I can't put my family at risk, and so they're going to turn in their guns, right? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, do you think the criminals are going to turn in their guns? And she was like, well, no, probably not. Okay, so I said, look, now you're in a situation where no law-abiding citizens have guns, all the criminals have guns, and do you think you are more safe now or less safe now? And she immediately was like, I'm less safe now. Of course you are. Of course you are, because criminals know that now the likelihood that they're going to encounter resistance is almost nil. It's almost nil, right? And so they're going to be further emboldened to do what criminals do. And so, fam, gun control is a myth. You can't protect. Look, President Trump had the Secret Service, local police department, the FBI, all kind of people protecting him, and they couldn't stop him from getting shot at. So you think somebody's going to come for you? Somebody's going to be able to protect you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? No, sir, no, ma'am. It's a myth. Evil is going to do what evil is going to do. The best you can do is try to meet force with force and protect yourself. There's already laws that say you can't unlife somebody. There's already laws say you can't commit armed robbery. There's already laws to do that, and it doesn't stop criminals now. So what is another law going to do? The answer to that would be nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unless your goal is not to curb gun violence, unless your goal is to disarm citizens. And if that's the case, then what they're doing makes a lot of sense. Think about it. Think about it. All right. So look, let's get into the topic. Everybody, hopefully I caught TK. If I didn't say hi already, hey sis, what's good? Marcus D. If I didn't say hi already, what's good? Hopefully I caught everybody. If I didn't, I would definitely try to catch you guys as we come through. So look, fam. I have been, you guys know I'm on one. I stay on one relative to my gun ish. And so I did a video a while back where I told you guys I was kind of starting my superhero journey. I was really getting in to my night vision bag, right? And I'm still on that road. I got my bump helmet here. You guys can check that out. This is a budget setup. And so I'm kind of approaching this from two different kind of ways, really. One, I'm gonna have a couple of from a helmet perspective, I'm gonna have a budget setup that's based on a bump helmet, which is what you just saw, and then I'm gonna have a ballistic helmet setup, which is gonna be a grip. I'm gonna have a budget kind of rifle setup, and then I'm gonna have an all-out rifle setup, right? But going through this got me to realizing in the night vision space, there's really no such thing as a budget. I mean, budget is relative, right? And then the other bag I want to get into is um long gun shooting, precision shooting. Beyond 308, even beyond 6.5 Creedmoor. I want to start getting into some 300 PRC and stuff like that, really long range shooting. And in digging into this, fam, it's kind of the same thing. Coy and I have been chatting about this for the last couple of weeks, really texting each other back and forth about the long range shooting thing. And fam, it is both of these things are highly expensive. And we'll talk a little bit of numbers. And I guess the reason why I'm cool with spending a lot of money on 2011s and stuff like that is because I can shoot them whenever I want. I can shoot them anytime I go out to the range. But how, Gina, you playing? Thank you, Gina. Thank you. RGG, stop playing, bro. Because I know once you land in your new spot, it's going to be on. It's going to be on. It's going to be on and cracking. Big Easy, my guy. What's good? So look, I was like, man, like it takes me back. So I'm saying 2011s, I get it because I can shoot them whenever I want. I can shoot them at indoor range, outdoor range, whatever. It's all good, right? How often, though, are you going to run night vision? How often, right? First of all, the likelihood you need to use any weapon in a self-defensive situation is low to begin with. Now, how likely are you to use it night vision in self-defense? That's even more minuscule, right? And then just in terms of fun and range and all of that, like how often are you going to use your night vision? And then when me and Coy were going back and forth talking about kind of long gun shooting, Big Easy, that's a good point. So if you are somebody who lives, I'm in an urban setting. I'm in California. There's not a big hunting culture here. So if that was in your mix, if that was part of your bag, that would make a lot more sense. For somebody like me, no. And then long range shooting, again, how often are you gonna do it? Like if you're a hunter, you can incorporate both of those things. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So I started going down the rabbit hole, y'all. I had long since going down the rabbit hole with night vision. So I kind of knew what I was getting into there. And there's a reason why I've been slow walking it. There's a reason why I've been getting my 2A in LA layaway on relative to my night vision. I've been because I'm picking up my 2011s and stuff. So that one was not an immediate urgent need for me. So I've been kind of slow walking that one. Then I messed around and I fell down this precision shooting hole. And it's just as crazy, y'all. It is just as crazy. And so let's talk about it, y'all. Let's really talk about it. Let's start off with night vision. I don't know, like, what's cap RGG? No, I've been slow rolling. 100% core. It can all get confusing. It's all crazy. It's it's all crazy. So let's talk about night vision for a second. There's two parts to night vision. There's your helmet setup, right? Which is crazy. And then there's your rifle setup. So let's start off with the rifle setup. Second, cap about the layaway. Yeah, it's kind of cap about the layaway, but what I mean by my version layaway is I've just been like the same way, like when you get a layaway, you kind of piecemeal those payments in until it's played off. I've been buying a little thing here, a little thing there, a little thing there. Like I bought my bump helmet. It's a hard hat veterans helmet. I bought that like over a year ago. And I'm just kind of wrapping it up. And I still don't have my nod yet. So So let's talk about the rifle setup first. First of all, you got to have a rifle, right? You got to have a rifle. And if you're going to do night vision, you are not going to put a lot of expensive night vision equipment on a $500 AR. That probably is not going to happen. So, and I'm not saying you need to go out and you need to get a super expensive AR, but let's say you get you a dope gun, you get you a dope AR-15, you pick up something from my boy Big Dre at Or Armament for 1,000, 1,500, something like that, right? So now you got a very nice rifle, but that's still 1,000, 1,500 out the pocket for the rifle. Now, some of you guys may already have the rifle, and that's cool, but you know, you had to buy it at some point, right? So you got the rifle itself. Okay. Now you want to get you an optic that is night vision compatible. Okay, that is not that is not inexpensive to do. You know, you can get you a Vortex UH1, pick you up an EOTech. Okay, now you're talking $500, $600, $700 for an optic. Get a magnifier. Okay, let's add some more money to that. Now you're talking somewhere probably between $750 and $1,500 for your optic package. Okay, but you're not done yet. You're not done yet. So we say the rifle. Let's say the rifle's $1,500 for a reasonable rifle, and let's say you got a relatively budget optic setup. Let's say that's $750. All right, we already at $2,250, and we ain't really got into the meat and potatoes yet. we ain't even got into the meat and potatoes yet. No, RGG. Some people want night vision, so we're gonna do the exercise. So 2250, right? Now you need an infrared laser, and you probably need a visible laser so that you can zero the gun during the day so you can shoot at night. Okay, well, all right, now that alone on a budget basis, on an expensive basis, and you need illumination. You need white light illumination like your normal rifle light, and you need infrared illumination. So you can get an all-in-one package or close to an all-in-one package, and that's probably going to run you somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000. Or you can go budget. You can go budget, but even the budget setup for those four things are probably going to run you like a G, 1,500, 2,000, something like that. Rodney Brady, what's good, my guy? Rick G in the building. All right, so now we like at 3,500 somewhere in there, and we still ain't got the main P. We still don't have night vision. We still don't have night vision. Can I borrow the cost of a night vision setup? Bro, look, there's a reason why I don't have mine yet. Stop playing. Stop playing. So we have 4Gs and we ain't even got the night vision. I already said, like, if you get now let's go to the helmet. If you get a ballistic helmet, the helmet itself could be $1,000 to $1,500. Like, all in, you're gonna get a helmet. The helmet, you're probably gonna need an admin light. You're gonna need a strobe. You're gonna need a white light. You're gonna need a counterbalance, and extra batteries, and you're gonna need the nods themselves. Okay, on a budget setup, that's probably going to run you, I'm gonna say for the helmet, like $3,000, 3,500 for the helmet and everything that goes with it. So I'm saying cheap budget route night vision is $8,000. And believe me, you can easily get this up to 21,000. So, like, it started making me like, do I really want night vision? Like I said, fam, there's a reason why your boy don't have it yet. There's a reason I'm getting close, but man, I am slow walking this one. And believe me when I tell you, precision shooting is a similar rabbit hole. Precision shooting is a similar rabbit hole. Now, look, you can go, before I get off night vision, you can go super budget and do like digital night vision. And if you guys have watched the channel, you know I reviewed a couple of like digital night vision scopes, and those are relatively affordable. You can throw one of those on your rifle, and that's probably good for hunting and things like that for 400, 500, 600 bucks. So that's one way. That's one way to tackle it. Yes, Gina, I said I can't have. Yeah, no, I couldn't afford it. I'm budget over here. We budget on this channel. I know on Gina V Gina channel, y'all you do it big. RGG, y'all do it big. It's a budget channel. I'm the everyman's gun owner. So so yeah. So yeah, well, RGG, if you're talking about just the headset, yes. But I'm not talking about just the headset. I'm talking about the headset, the helmet, the rifle setup, everything. I'm not just talking about the goggles. No, yeah, sure. You can get goggles. I mean, you can get you a decent, PVS 14, 2Gs probably for a good one, and then whatever. But you still got to build out everything around it. And so, and even if that was the case, 5Gs is still a grip. It's still a grip for something you're going to use. How often? 100%, Joe Vi. You got to think about the tubes, the quality of what you get. 100%. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's expensive. It's expensive. And my question is the juice worth the squeeze? On the precision side, y'all, you got the rifle itself. And a budget long range precision rifle. Me and Coy was kind of talking about this the other day. Like Ruger Precision makes a 26-inch 300 PRC. You can get that for like $22.50. Okay, but that's just the rifle. If you going out to long distances, see Big Easy saying a mono PVS 2 2300. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. It's a grip. It's a grip. So a Ruger Precision, let's call that the low end. That's like $22.50, and you ain't bought glass yet. You can get, let's say me and Troy were talking about the Masterpiece Arms offering. They make a good rifle, a little heavy, but good rifle. That's 3,000-4,000. You start talking about Barrett MRADs, okay, that's 6,000-7,000. You start talking about Accuracy International and Shytech, so now you had 10,000-12,000 just for the rifle. That's for the rifle. And glass, you gotta almost spend. Look, fam, I don't care what nobody say. All you people who like, oh, you can buy you a Swamp Fox, and no. That's good for a certain amount of distance. You trying to get real distance, real precision shooting to get the most out of that 26-inch barrel. You're gonna spend somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000, if not more, for the glass. And if that was it, then I would be like, okay. But even after that, y'all, you got the mounts you got to buy. You got to get the range finder. You got to have a ballistic calculator, a chronograph device, a bipod, a tripod. Look, fam, like a budget build is like $7,500. And a full balls out build can be like, even that's not full balls out, but like if you're gonna go higher end, that's like 14,000. Look, Joe Voss says a Remington XM 2020 package be like 17 to 25K. Facts. Facts. And how often, first of all, how many ranges will allow you to shoot that kind of distance? So let's start there. 2, how often are you going to shoot it? As expensive as the ammo is, how often are you going to shoot it? So yeah, fam. Yeah. Like, I really feel like as a collector and as a gun advocate, like I should have a night vision setup. I should have a long distance precision shooting setup. I do like the precision shooting. It intrigues me. I want to do it. I've gone out and shot with friends who have very expensive setups, and it's fun. It is a good time. But sheesh, y'all, like, whoo, whoo, woo. So let me ask you guys this: how many people in the chat are interested in either night vision and or precision shooting? And yeah, Jovi, that's what I figured. Yeah, like the Kestrel, like $700, $700 for sure. So I'm sorry. How many people in the chat are either not just interested in night vision in theory and precision shooting in theory, but how many of you guys are planning on actually doing it or are doing it? Because I would be curious to know. I know Coy is. Big Easy, yep. Howard J says yes. Marcus D said, I have both, but they don't work well together. Okay. Okay. What kind of setup do you have, Marcus? Hit us up in the chat. Because I think, I think it's important we learn. Look, let's copy homework here, y'all. OG2 said long distance for sure. Let's copy homework here. One of the reasons why I love doing gun reviews on 2011s is because I learned so you guys don't have to. If I get a 2011 and it's garbage, I'm going to come tell you it's garbage. Or even if it's not garbage, but I'm like, hey, it's a good gun. Like I feel this way about my Type A EG11. It's a good gun, but at that price point, there are other guns that are better. And so let's learn from that. Okay, so he has the PVS 14s, RH25 for nice setup. Ronald Woodman wants to do distance. Silverback says, nope, not me. Silverback, you may be the smartest one on in the chat, bro. You might be the smartest one in the chat. 100%. 100. Because that is, man, it's a lot to take on, y'all. Like, so I feel like I owe it to myself. Like, I've been messing around with this night vision thing now for a good year and a half. By the time the end of this year, probably be close to 2 years. So I feel like I got to do it. I got to do it, and I'm close. I'm this close. I'm this close. I will have at least one full night vision setup before the end of the year. It may not be my ultra high end one, but I will have at least one before the end of the year. Okay, Marcus D said I did get a custom RIM 700 and 300 PRC. Okay, with the Vortex Gen 3 Razor. How do you like it, Marcus? How do you like it, and what's the farthest you shot with it? OG2 said he's trying to get out to 1,000 yards. Joe Vaz saying that 6 mil ARC is a good round, get you out to 1.2K yards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, fam. My goal is to get my night vision done in 2024. And my goal is to get my long distance setup done in 2025. Finished. I may buy certain pieces. And that's what I kind of did with my night vision. A lot of times, y'all, it's just patience. It's waiting for something to go on sale, waiting to find something at a good price. And even though, like I bought my helmet before I bought anything else, right? Finding a good deal on something and picking it up and just holding on to it till you're ready. I mean, it's great. You can go out and buy everything at one time. But a lot of people aren't able to do that. And I couldn't do it either while I was trying to do everything else I was trying to do. Joseph Harris, welcome in, fam. Welcome in. We was just chopping it up, dog, talking about, man, how expensive night vision setups are and how expensive precision shooting setups are. And even though I want to get into both, I, you know, I'm just taking my time, man, and really making sure I make smart decisions. I pick up stuff. And that's the other thing, people say buy once, cry once, but you can try to go budget here and there, but are you going to end up spending more because whatever budget thing you bought is not giving you the performance that you want, and now you got to buy again. So that's another thing you got to factor in, like really making smart, informed, intelligent decisions. And the way I go about it is I lean on folks. I lean on people. Coy will reach out to me about something and I'll hit him back, or I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to my guys at Covert. Now that I've joined West End Gun Club, there's a lot of really, really, really good shooters out there. I hit them up, pick their brains. Look, man, learn from other people's mistakes, y'all. Copy other people's homework so you don't have to learn the hard way. Isn't that what we tell our kids? Learn from my mistakes, right? Learn from my mistakes. We should try to do that as much as possible. Coy says distance affects price in long range. 100%. Look, fam, if you're just trying to go out 500 yards, 750 yards, something like that, maybe 1,000, with a good scope and a 6.5 Creedmoor, you can make that happen. But you start going beyond that, every increment beyond that, it's like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And how accurate are you trying to be in those distances? It's one thing to have to shoot a gun that goes 1,000 yards, but ballistically, what is it doing? And how accurate is it at that range? That's the other part of it. For sure, for sure, for sure. Look, real quick. Let's do this one real quick. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Let me set it up before I forget. Let me go back here. Let me share screen. All right, fam. I want everybody for a 2A NLA fam patch and for 2A NLA keychain. Everybody put hashtag night vision in the chat. And I will promise to get you these out lickety split. My goal is to try to get everything out I give away tonight this week. Make sure you do it as one word, Mr. Bullshitter. It might pick it up, it might not. So do hashtag night vision, one word. Big Easy, put hashtag night vision so it picks it up. Or did I do? Hold on. This real quick. There we go. Thank you, Gina. Look, Gina's learned her lesson, y'all. She ain't giving away memberships no more. She tired of losing. She doing super chat. She is tired of losing. She's tired of having everybody else steal her thunder. That's what that is. Mr. Bullshit, Gina is rich. For real, for real. Gina, first of all, Gina's fastly turning into a gun snob, very snobbish type behavior. And yeah. No, and she's saving all this money because she's growing all her food. Gina's bank account probably got seven M's in it, seven, eight, nine figures in it. Marley B, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Colton Wilson, thank you very much, brother. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I'll give a couple more minutes. Anybody who is interested in picking up a 2A NLA keychain and a 2A NLA patch, put hashtag night vision. Danny Schubert, what's good? You misspelled night vision, though. You are not going to be eligible, my man. Drop it again. Hashtag night vision. No doubt on point 2A. I watched her video this morning. She had all her watermelons and everything. Yeah, Gina's killing it. She got two gardens. She got a house garden and a community garden. She on one. She is on one. All right. Well, let's get this cracking. Let's get this cracking. Let's draw and see who the winner will be. Bars. What? Ah, ah. Colton Wilson. That's because you donated the money, bro. That's congratulations, bro. That's because you donated that 99 cents. That's what took you over the top. Okay, so Colton, check it out. If you go to 2anla at gmail.com, two spelled TWO, not the number, but spell it out, 2anla at gmail.com, and give me your name and address. I will get this out to you this week, my friend. You are appreciated. 100%. And don't worry if you didn't win this time. We are going to do a couple of more patch and keychain giveaways throughout the course of the live. And for my members, I'll be giving away a Shark X Pro Sealy Optic towards the end of the evening. All right. Okay, so yeah, fam. So I'm not 2025 night vision. Keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna do an update on my helmet setup. I'm gonna do an update on my rifle setup or one of my rifle setups. And then before the end of the year, we'll get our night vision goggles, and I will have that superpower in my arsenal. And then my precision, y'all, next year sometime. I don't know. I keep going back and forth on the rifle that I want. I thought I made up that I was going to get the Bear MRAD, which is a great rifle, and you can change out the barrels, and so I like it. Then I was thought, oh, well, I should get the Accuracy International, a lot more expensive. Uh, then Coy hit me to the Masterpiece Arms, and they seem to make a very good rifle at an affordable price. A little heavy though, so there's that. So I don't know, fam. If you guys have some more recommendations for me, toss them down in the chat. Toss them down in the chat. I'm all for that 100%. Colt Wilson. Make sure I write down these winners. Make sure I write down these winners. Yeah, the Shark Pro is cool. Like I said earlier, if you guys missed what I was saying earlier about Sidley, look, everybody is not going to pay $500 for an RMR. Everybody's not going to pay 600, 700 bucks for an SRO. And everybody's definitely not going to pay 800 or so for an RMR HD. So if you want an optic that is kind of sub $200 and you want an optic that is durable and it's gonna hold zero, Sealy should be one of the ones that you consider, especially as to me, if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, Holosun's prices keep creeping up. They keep creeping up. They are, right there with Trijicon stuff and some of the other higher end optics now. They have gathered their market share and they've got a faithful following, and they feel like they can take advantage of the demand that they've created. And I'm not mad at them for that, but somebody else needs to step in and fill that void. And Sealy is one of them. RGG started working with Sealy even before I did, and they support us. They support our community. So we should try to support them if, in fact, what they're offering is something that we need. Danny Schubert, much appreciated, fam. Much appreciated. Look, in 2 weeks, we're going to do an update on the PDP that I'm giving away. That's going to be major. So, like I said, that's not your dad's PDP. That's like a $2,000 PDP. So it is tricked out to the max. So we'll do an update on that giveaway next week. If you were a member at the time of the last update, you are automatically entered. You don't have to do anything. If you became a member after that, then you're still eligible, but there will be an entry fee, a small entry fee to be eligible to choose the prize, to win the prize. And if you are a non-member, that's okay too, but there's going to be a higher entry fee. And if I'm you guys, I think the better value is to be the member for $3-4 a month, whatever it is, and then you get eligible to win prizes like this pretty much every other week, at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, and you're eligible for the gun at a discounted price. Thomas, what's good, fam? Welcome in, welcome in. And then next year, I'm putting it out there. I'm forcing myself to say it on my platform, so I have to hold to it. Next year, I have plans to give away a 2011. So stand by for that. I'm not sure if it will be one for my collection. It'll be a brand new one, whatever. But next year, I have plans to give away a 2011. So you want to be a member to be eligible for all that. And like I said, I think the value is there in the membership, because we try to give away something, if not every other live at worst, for our members. Big Easy, it is unlikely to be my Apache. That's for sure, especially the way I got mine hooked up. But we'll give away some. We'll give away a 2011. Look, man. And it won't be one of them $800 2011s that y'all tell me how good they are all the time, but none of y'all want. It'll be a good 2011. I don't know what it's going to be. I would imagine it'll be something at the lower end of the scale, though. A Staccato, a Jacob Gray, a Bull Armory. If I do a Prodigy, it will be a hooked up Prodigy. It'll be a hooked up Prodigy. Oh, and that's another thing I should tell you guys. So look, fam, look. I said this earlier, but a lot of you guys came in late. If you guys saw, I dropped it on IG. I dropped it on yesterday on YouTube. My first half gun collection, the 9 guns I've came up with in the first 6 months of the year. I the video on that, the full version video on that, is probably going to drop within the next week or so. And tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm dropping a video on the new Icarus grips available for the Sand Viper guns. So make sure you check those two out. I promise you though, the second half of this year is probably going to be even better. I'm going to try to outdo myself in the second half of the year. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Facts. And I don't want you guys to think I've been buying a lot of guns that are kind of really high end, and I've been leaving them stock. And I've done that for 2 reasons. Because when you start getting into these higher end gun, fam, there's nothing to do. They already, normally I would put a better trigger in. Well, they already got a bomb trigger. Normally I would put a better grip on it. It's already got a bomb grip on it. Normally I would port it or comp it. It's already ported and comp. So really isn't a lot to do to these guns. Now, I could make them more visually appealing by adding color, but here's the thing about that. I'm not going to take off a better coating, a DLC coating, a PVD coating, to put a Cerakote on it, which is an inferior coating, just to make it look like something. That would be where I come from. They call that, what's the word? Stupid. So I'm not doing that. But there are some guns that have kind of lower end coating where I could get it and I can freak them out. And so don't worry. I've got plans for about 3 or 4 guns next year that I'm going to go crazy on. And maybe one of those will be a giveaway gun. I'm not saying what those guns are. Y'all are just going to have to sit tight and wait for those. But I'm going to go crazy. Y'all know how I do it. Stop playing. I'm going to go crazy on a few 2011s next year. And my collection is really, really evolved, fam. I have cleared out a lot of space in my collection, and I'm bringing in and replenishing it with stuff that's unbelievable. And so we talked about the haze. I said I'll talk about the ones I've already talked about. So I got that haze coming. That should be hidden. Wait till you see that one. Whoo, I got an infinity coming. Whoo, fam, look, it's a lot. It's a lot. So just stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned into the channel. I'm looking forward to sharing all this stuff with you. I am going to, and a couple of things. Look, my boy RGG is in the chat. I think he's still in the chat still. Look, RGG just had his meetup in Ohio in June. Usually his meetups are around June time frame. The next one is going to be in Atlanta. It is my goal. Now, it's hard for me to bring out a big arsenal of guns because I'm flying. I'm not driving. It's too far. But I am going to bring out I plan on being there at Arm 5 next year, and I plan on bringing out some very nice firearms that you guys are unlikely to see anywhere else. So that's my goal. I'm not going to bring out my shy rack because RGG has a shy rack and a few other people do. I'm not going to bring out my staccatos because other people have staccatos. I'm going to try to bring stuff that you guys haven't seen before so you have the opportunity to shoot those guns. And for you guys who either A, don't mind traveling, or B, don't live far, I am probably sometime at the beginning of next year, I'm going to do a meetup Oh, not a meet. I don't even call it that. I'm gonna do a range day at my gun club, and I'm gonna bring out everything. I'm gonna bring out almost everything. I would expect there to be somewhere between 25 to 50 guns at this range day, and it's just gonna be for whoever can show up and to come out and shoot some bomb guns and have some fun and get to shoot with me and laugh and chill and have a cool day at the range. All right, so keep your eyes and ears out for that. There will likely be limited space. I'm not sure how many the big range will hold, but you know, man, we'll try to accommodate everybody who wants to come and is able to come. All right, so that's down the pipe. That's down in the pipeline as well. I will, Coy. My goal, I want to. I'm looking at my calendar and everything. I was going to do it in January, but it's kind of really close to Shot Show, and I know a lot of people doing. So maybe like the end of the first quarter, maybe March, April, somewhere in there. You know, the good thing about California, y'all, is the weather's pretty much always good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we have our winters are still 70 degrees. We just have to hope we don't catch a day where it rains. Um, but yeah, it should be a good look. It should be a good look. Look, look. All right, look. Now Koi talking about coming, OG $2 talking about coming. I gotta start saving for bail money. Cause these two, these two are a problem, y'all. They a problem. So yeah, I gotta start putting money aside for bail and everything, man. Make sure we get it past the weekend. But I would love to have y'all down, man. Love, love, love to have y'all down. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Man, I'm working on my collection. It has really evolved, like where I can see it now. Like when I go in my gun closet, like before, I felt it was I had a very kind of representative collection, and that was cool. And that was cool. But I just found that there were a lot of guns that I weren't even looking at. I wasn't even looking to shoot anymore. Um, and I want to go on my gun room, and whatever gun I pick up, I'm going to be ecstatic to shoot. And I am getting there. I really am. I really am getting there. When I'm looking at my staccato C2, which is crazy, and my staccato P, which is crazy, like they just ordinary guns, I know my collection has evolved. I know I've stepped up my game significantly. And I still love those guns. My staccato C2, that's my everyday carry most of the time, unless I need something that's really small and lightweight. And then I'll roll with my P365 XXL. Um, and my P is still a blast to shoot. P is still a blast to shoot. Have you guys seen? So I don't know if you guys know or don't know, but you guys know Vulcan Machine Works has done some crazy uh guns. If you see my staccato XC, it's sick. They did that one. If you see my staccato P, it's sick. They did that one. Well, last year they came out with their own gun called the 11. And I didn't pick up on that. Again, I'm in California. It's hard for me to get, but I think they're doing another drop pretty soon this year. I just think they're trying to figure out color schemes and stuff like that. So if you're interested in a Vulcan 11, um, keep your eyes and ears open because it's sold out honestly within like an hour. I don't know how many they did in the run, but however many they did, it was gone within an hour time of it dropping. So if you're interested in that, I don't know what the price point is going to be. I was trying to remember what it was last year. Um, but it wasn't cheap though. It wasn't cheap. But the gun isn't cheap either. The gun wasn't cheap either. And it's an original design. Um, if I can, I might see if there's a way to get one via exemption here in California, but we'll see. we'll see. But I just saw they were advertising, kind of dropping little breadcrumbs out there that that a new drop was going to be coming soon. So if you wanted one and you missed it last year, keep your eye out on that this year. Alvin Yip, yeah, bro, yeah, bro. And here's what's crazy, that my C2 and my P are not even out of the box. They're upgraded significantly, and I still be like, oh yeah, no, that's nice. But they would be one of the last ones. Like if I was just going by overall shooting experience, like how good it feels when I shoot them, they would probably be some of the last one in my pistol collections that I would grab. But if I grabbed them, I would not be disappointed. Let's put it that way. When I shoot them, I enjoy shooting them. Still, they're fun guns to shoot, and I love the fact. So I look, when I look at the 2011 market, I think it is very well represented. I think there are some great gun manufacturers out there making phenomenal quality guns. What I feel like is missing, and I think Staccato is kind of taking people's lunch money, is that sub 4-inch 2011 concealed carry gun. Like you guys know, I picked up the Atlas EOS, which is a 4.25-inch gun, and his Atlas is concealed carry, but it's kind of a heavy gun. I really want stuff that's in that sub 4-inch, kind of lighter weight, even if it's polymer frame guns. And the C2 is a 3.9-inch. I think the CS is 3.25, 3.5, something like that. Wilson Combat has a couple of sub 4-inch barrel guns. And I think, what are my guys? We were just talking about them earlier. I'm blanking. But there's like 2 or 3 companies that have guns. It's Bull Armory. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that. Bull Armory has a sub 4-inch barrel gun, and I want another one of those. So don't be surprised. At least one of those guns, either a CS um, or EDC 9. I got an EDC 9 long frame, but an EC 9 shorty, or the Bull Armory finds its way into my collection next year. Thomas, I'll tell you the Bull Armory that I really want is that Bull Armory. Hold on, let me get the name of that right. It hasn't come out yet. The Bull Armory ProTac Comp, which is ported and comped. That's the one I'm interested in. They're scheduled to drop in 2025. And the people that I know who have shot them via test gun, I didn't get a chance to shoot the test gun, have been raving about them. And so we'll see. And at a price point, well, they're expensive, but at a price point that's, I think in the $2,500, $3,000 range, I think they're going to drop somewhere in there. So, man, that I might look. Don't let me find a way to get that one in my hands. That would be nice. That would be nice. Look, I don't remember if I said it in the video, but look, there is also Venom Customs. My Venom Customs gun that you guys saw that I just did the review on, they got a ported version coming end of this year, beginning next year. It's going to be a limited run. It's not going to be many available. Look, man, I think that's going to be the gun, one of the guns that potentially is going to take down the Apollo, that's going to take down the Erebus. For real. For real, for real. For real, for real. And I got one that I already know is going, maybe 2. Look, fam, stuff is coming. That's all I'm gonna say. Stuff is coming. I am looking forward to a lot of these guns that are coming into the election later this year and next year. God willing, and the water don't rise. Devil Row is in the building. What's good, Ro? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. Nope, not that one. Let's go back here. Y'all already know. Hashtag. All right, fam. Let me do this. And present. Share screen. Boop 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 boop. All right, fam. For another keychain and patch, put hashtag precision in the chat. Let's get another giveaway out of the way. I really want to reward everybody that comes into my lives. You guys' presence is appreciated, and so I'm going to be giving every live I'm on. I'm going to try to give away at least 2 to 4 patches and keychains to folks, for sure. In addition to the member giveaway, but you want one of the big prizes. You got to be a member. Got to be a member. Oh yeah, TK, redo precision. You spelled it wrong. So y'all tell me what do y'all have planned? I'm sure y'all got some purchases coming up between now and the end of 2024, and you guys are looking at 2025 and figuring out what's making its way into your collection. Once you put hashtag precision in the chat, shout out what guns you guys have coming. A lot of times I get ideas about stuff I want by looking at what you guys get. There you go, TK. All good. All to the good. Okay, Devil Rose said he's got his eyes on the PCC. Bet. Which I just picked me up a 10 millimeter PCC. Which PCC are you looking at, bro? I got the BNT SPC 10. I've been wanting to get. I felt like BNT is such an iconic brand. I felt like I was missing it in my collection, and I started to get like the APC Pro, and I reached out to my guy Fish because he's Mr. BNT, and then this opportunity to pick up this 10 millimeter, the SBC 10 came, and I just couldn't pass that one up. That gun is crazy, crazy. So look out for the unboxing on it. The unboxing will be coming out in a few weeks, and a review shortly after that. So keep your eyes open for that one. Thomas. Nothing's cheap, bro. Nothing's cheap, unfortunately. Okay, hold on. Let me get this giveaway thing going. Boom. All right. Colton Wilson won the first go round. Let's see who's in it to win it now. On point to AT. Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. So look, T, go to 2TWOANLA at gmail.com. Shoot me your name and your address, and I will get your patch and keychain out to you this week. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Appreciate you. And 2AT was one of the first people in the chat today. So, he got rewarded for coming in early and representing. Sure. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, fam. So wait, who was saying that? Bro, you didn't tell me what PCC you was looking at. There's some dope PCs out there, man. I really try to. I think I told you guys. So I'm really just trying to upgrade my collection. Uh, glad you won, T, for sure. I've been really trying to upgrade my collection. So I looked at every day. I kind of go. Oh, you're looking at the Stride Bog. Okay, okay. Um, every day I try to go in my closet, in my gun room, and I look, and I'm like, okay, am I satisfied with every gun in here, or do I feel like there's room for improvement, either to improve that gun itself or upgrade to a different caliber gun? So I looked at my Arrow Precision 223-556, and I love that gun, but I felt like I could do better, so I did. I looked at my Arrow 300 Blackout and felt like I could improve on that, and I did. I really didn't have a 10 millimeter PCC. What I was using was my Glock 20 in a CA MCK kit, and I was like, yeah, I could definitely improve on that. And that BNT came along, and I was like, done, hook it up. Hook it up. And then, of course, I got to outfit it the way I outfit it. So stay tuned for that, y'all. It should be a good time with these three guns I got coming. And if you haven't seen it, the three, go to my shorts page and look at the one I just dropped today, because I reveal all three of those guns that I picked up. Check that out. I need to. So you guys know I haven't really done the guest thing. The only time I really did it was when we did the ladies' night, where I just did a takeover and let them take over the channel. I might do that again. I got to holler at Gina and Q and Erica, my five family, and maybe we'll try to schedule one of those again before uh, in the next couple months or so, month or so, maybe. If they're up for it. If not, I'll come up with something else. I'm going to get my boy on a live. He may be my first guest. He doesn't know it yet. And I haven't seen him in the chat today. Usually he pops in, but he's busy too. But my first guest on the channel may be Team Blacksmith. What do you guys think about me bringing Team Blacksmith on to do a live with us two together to talk about all things gun collecting in 2011. Is that something you guys would enjoy? Let me know down in the chat. If so, I'll talk to him, and I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. Plus, I've been encouraging him to go live, and I think if he comes on mine and doesn't feel like the pressure and everything of being live for the first time, I think he would enjoy that. So maybe I can talk to him about that. Okay, Ronald Woodman would like to see that. Big Easy, Kingdom One. Yeah, man. Look, I had the opportunity to hang out with Team Blacksmith when he came out to Cali. Took him out to Covert. Man, talk about a humble, down to earth, cool dude. Um, just a pleasure. Just a pleasure. Very humble, very unassuming, and his collection is bomb. 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 He's inspired me to take my stuff up another notch, another level. Okay, so I'll reach out to Team Blacksmith. We'll put some pressure on him. Next time he drops a video, go into his comments and leave a comment and say you need to do a live with 2A in LA. And then I'll reach out to him too. I'm sure he'll be down. You know, if he we'll make it so when he has time. But I think that would be fun. And him and I see eye to eye. I think on a lot of the guns that we. First of all, there's an overlap. A lot of the guns that he has, I have, and vice versa. And we see eye to eye on a lot of those guns. And you know, he has where he what he has that I haven't really got into yet is race guns. He has, I want to say maybe 4, 5, 6 race guns, high quality race guns. He has 1 or 2 Infinities. He's got Atlas Chaos. He's got Accuracy International. He's got Phoenix Trinity's race gun. That's something he competes a lot more than I do too, though. I'm gonna get a race gun. One is on the way. I want to have one because I feel like my collection isn't complete if I don't have one. But I'm not. I'm not gonna get in the race gun. Uh, I'm not gonna fall down that hole. I got enough holes I'm falling down as it is. So yeah, if you guys are into race guns, make sure you check out Team Blacksmith channel because he's got a host of them. Silverback said we see the eye because we're the only ones that have them. Well, you know, you know. Yeah, he Big Easy. He does shoot Atlas when he competes, but he'll pull out. You know, he's mixed it up. He's pulled out his Sam Viper and competed with that. I like the fact that he mixes it up a little bit in his in competitions, and he tries different guns. He competes with his Staccato XC too. So no, I like that about Team Blacksmith that he mixes it up. Look, they're all incredible guns, so it ain't like I mean the Sam Viper has won national competitions before, so it ain't like whatever gun he pulls out of his closet isn't going to be more than capable. That is for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. 100%. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do one more giveaway. I'll do one more giveaway um, before we do our main giveaway, and we'll do one more patch and keychain. And let me share my screen. And let's put hashtag Team Blacksmith in the comments. All right. So this will be This will be the last keychain and patch we'll do today, and then we'll get into the member giveaway for the Shark X Pro. And that's another thing, you guys. Just so you know, I'm going to be doing like second half of this year. Be looking out for a lot more, a lot of competition videos from me. I'm going to try to compete at least a couple times a month. They have competitions at my club. For you guys who have been around for a while, you know that I hurt my knee in the fourth quarter of last year. I had surgery in March. So I've been kind of rehabbing, but I'm almost back to 100% now. So I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do more competitions and I'll get a lot of footage of that. Historically, Lock Grips has sponsored me. And so when I get back in, I'm going to hit them up. I'm also trying to find an ammo sponsor for the channel. So if you know anybody, holla at your boy. Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to holler at my boys at Covert. Have them sponsor me too. I'm sure they'd be willing to do that because that's the kind of guys they are. Yeah, Devil Road, man. I've heard good things about that Strybog. For real, for real. Good things. Man, look, I knew a lot of people like I remember when RGG and Big Fish would go back and forth about the Strybog versus the BNT. And obviously the BNT is a lot more expensive. Uh, but in terms of like how it shoots, bro, like the Strybog has a really good reputation, and I heard this latest gen, they really did their thing on it. So you got to let me know, bro, once you get it, how it feels to you, because the Strybog could definitely find its way in your boy's collection. It could happen. It could happen. It's the Devil World said, I remember those arguments too. Yeah, man, they would get into it. They would get into it. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Let's see who's gonna come out a winner. Daddy Schubert in the building. Congrats, my man. All right, Danny. So go to TWOANLA at gmail.com and send me your address, and I will get your patch and your keychain out to you this week. Much appreciated, fam. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the patch and the keychain. I should also mention that because I've been giving away these keychains, but if you guys look in our chat, she pops in every once in a while. Marley B, she owns the company Snap Marketing that did my patch and my keychain. So if you guys need merch and stuff like that, make sure you reach out to her. Dope. No problem, Danny. Congrats, brother. Well deserved. You always in here supporting the brother, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you 100% up in this piece. Any of you guys going shooting this week? Headed out to the range? I am not shooting this week, but I'm going to shoot my butt off next week because I'll have those 3 new guns in, and I'll need to get lots of rounds through them to so I can get those reviews done. So be looking out for a lot of range footage. A lot of range footage. I hit my boy up, Patrick from the Gun Food, ordered a bunch of 10mm from him. I had to order some 300 blackout. I had to order some more 223 5.56. I think I'm gonna have to order some more because I'm gonna be getting a lot of shots off. On point said I went this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Did you go to outdoor range or indoor range? On point. Silverback said it's too damn hot to go out shooting. Not in Cali. Not in Cali. Although it's like I'm not. There are parts of California where it gets real hot. Not where I'm at, but where my gun club is probably 10 degrees hotter. So if it's like 80 degrees where I am, out by my gun club, it's probably 90 or so. But that's why I like to get there. Here's the great thing about my gun club that I love is that I have access to the outdoor range 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if I want to get out there at 5 o'clock in the morning and shoot before for a couple of hours before it gets hot and hightail it back on this side of town, I can do it. I love that. I love that. The only thing better than that is if I had a range in my backyard. But I'm in an urban area, so no love for that. But yeah, for sure, for sure. No doubt, man. We should, yeah, definitely get out and shoot. Gina, I haven't seen no video of you shooting on your channel in a minute. Not, I know you shot at the meetup, but we need some 2A content from you, Gina, too. It can't just be all gardening and prepping. We need to see some of that. Definitely. Gina said, "Let me go ahead and get my email information for her optic." Okay, well, you didn't buy 30 memberships this live, so you are definitely upping your chances. Now, for the member giveaway, you don't have to be present in the live. All you have to do is be a member. However, if you're not in the live and you miss the live on replay, if by the next time I do a live you haven't reached out to me with your email and your address and stuff, with your address, name and address and stuff, then your prize goes back into the pot. And so a lot of times people know each other. So if somebody misses a live, they'll reach out to them, and I'm fine with that. But we're giving away the Shark X Pro this week. And this is a nice little optic, y'all. Silly does a good job, man. I gotta say, these brothers, they be making it happen. They be making it happen. Hold on, let me do this. I can get rid of this one, and now let me present, share screen. All right, we'll get this one rolling shortly. This is for the Shark and the Sealy Shark X Pro. Gina, you're gonna be waiting a long time before I give away that venom. That might be in my will or something. That's fam, that venom shoots so crazy, y'all. So crazy. I had a chance to talk to the owner, real cool dude. Uh yeah, man. I just stay tuned, fam. Stay tuned for what's about to come your way. I got some shockers. I got some shockers coming. Let me do the RGG shuffle, mix it up a little bit. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to do the big giveaway? Let's do a couple more shuffles and then let's get it. This one got little sound effects and everything. Oh! Woo! Gina v. Gina, you were that close. You were that close. Is Howard J still in the live? I think I got the J's info already because Christian has won before. Congrats, Christian. Howard, I'm not sure if you're still in the live, bro. Um, I'll double check because you guys have won before. I think I still have your information. If I don't, I'll reach out to you or Christian on. I'll DM you guys on. I might even have Howard still, but I'll hit you guys up and let you know if I don't have it. Congratulations. Oh yeah, okay. Howard's in here. Cool. Bet. Congratulations. I'm gonna get your Shark X Pro out. The Jays, man, they be killing it. They be killing it on the channel. Okay, y'all are texting her. Bet, 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 bet. Look, man, Jay's one of my favorite YouTube couples, YouTube families. And so I love to see them win, even though they win at a very high rate. A very high rate. Not only do they win at a very high rate, they win at a high rate across platforms. But to me, that's an indication. The Ewings do that too, but to me, that's an indication of how much they support. And so, well deserved, well earned, y'all. Well deserved, well earned. Anything else? Anything else? Usually I wrap it up between 7:15 and 7:30. Anybody else want to chat about anything? Anybody got any questions you want to hit me with? Did I miss anything? Anybody want to know anything about any more about night vision or anything? Holla at your boy, let me know. Holla at your boy and let me know. My support out here going unrewarded. No, your support is not going unrewarded because only one. Okay, here's what I need you to do. By show of hands in the chat, everybody raise your hand if you won a platypus in the last 60 days. Raise your hand. Just go ahead and put a hand up in the chat if you won a platypus in the last 60 days. I'll wait. I'll wait for all the hands. Thank you. So knock it off, Gina v. Gina. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, now I'm petty. Exactly. Only one person has won a platypus. And not only, y'all, did she win a platypus, they didn't give her no like basic, the $1,100, $1,200 platypus. No. They let her design it to the hilt. She got to throw all the extras on it. Gina's going to have the dopest platypus in the history of platypuses. For sure. So, congratulations to you, Gina. Congratulations to Christian J and all the other winners. I will be trying my best to get all of those out uh, this week to everybody because I hate waiting. So please make sure you give me your address if you can. If you won, if you haven't already done it, go to 2anla at gmail.com now and give me your address stuff. So, because if I can, I'll try to package it all up tonight and get it out tomorrow or the next day. All right. Well, look, fam, I think I'm going to shut it down. I appreciate everybody coming through. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I'm still taking it. Dude Knowledge, welcome to the chat, fam. Welcome to the chat. Much appreciated. We're about to shut it down. No, I just want to say thanks for everybody who joined. I love you guys. We'll be back on in 2 weeks. And tomorrow I will be dropping my video on a Sand Viper and Pit Viper, those new metal Icarus grips. Fam, they transform the shooting experience with those guns. And that's saying something, fam. That is definitely saying something. All right. Love y'all. Till next time, as always, take care of one another.